Hello, my name is Christopher Denise, and I am the author and illustrator of Night Owl, and the author and illustrator of the forthcoming Night Owl and Early Bird. Like many children, I drew all the time, and I was fortunate to have a family that encouraged and supported that. And of course, storytelling has always been important to me, and reading, all the time reading. I did not think that I would become a professional illustrator, and certainly not an author. Night Owl was the first book that I ever wrote and illustrated. I was born in Massachusetts. Though I lived for a number of years just outside of Shannon, Ireland. Spending time in Ireland, of course, you have access to all these wonderful castles and ruins, and we were traveling in Europe. Those were always part of the background of my childhood, and like any young person, I was fascinated with these things, all things medieval, you know? And I always thought it would be fun to do a book in that setting. And then I had always worked with animals in picture books because I like the flexibility of that character. It's easier, I think, then to tap into those universal themes. My editor in the United States said it's like Game of Thrones for kindergartners, which I thought was hilarious. But it's really about a small person in a big world who digs deep to find something in themselves, and what happens when they can sort of see something through. The most hilarious and unexpected things could happen. And with the second book, I wanted to explore the idea of what happens when your main character gets everything that they want, and perhaps it's not exactly what they thought it would be like. And I think that's important because I think that we all, young and old, go through this sometimes. And we realize that perhaps we can't do everything, and perhaps we do need a friend, and a friend to help us with things, and a friend also to give us perspective. Early Bird, I think, developed from having my own family, because you get to be a certain way and you think, okay, this is the way that I do things, and then you start to live your life, you know, and I'm making pictures, I'm very, very busy, and then you have a little early bird who jumps out of bed every morning and jumps on your bed and says, wake up, there are so many things to do, we have all these, what are we doing now? Are we going to do this? I want to do this. And that was sort of the spirit of it, to sort of, Early Bird came in as almost a proxy for some of the things that Owl had left behind in his childhood and needed to be reminded of to enjoy those things again. And that came from the experience of having our own family.